A winter retreat is just what the doctor ordered. Let's welcome back Janine Tornatore, our travel expert, with some seasonal destinations as the mercury drops. Great to see you again.
Great to be here.
Well, you know, you think of winter and you think of snow. So I know a lot of people like to get away from the snow and head to the Bahamas, but we're heading into the cooler weather in this case. Is that right?
We are, and look, it's expected to be a really high demand season. Most people are going either to beach destinations, like you mentioned, or to ski destinations. And there's a lot of changes from last year when there were some big safety protocols put in place to this year when things are starting to get back to normal.
Right. So what are some of the mountaintop destinations that you would recommend for people?
Well, look, a lot of these resorts out west in places like Colorado are having big years, introducing a lot of new things. I'll start with Aspen, which is celebrating its 75th anniversary. So big year for this iconic destination. They are back to a full schedule of events. They have new dining on the mountain. They actually just renovated one of their iconic hotels, the Limelight. So that's reopening for visitors this year. Beaver Creek, another one of my favorites, especially for families. They're introducing their brand new McCoy Park, which is over 250 acres of brand new terrain for beginners and intermediate skiers. They also are bringing back this year their cookie time. If you've ever been there, one of their traditions is at the end of the day when you get off the ski lift, they present you with warm chocolate chip cookies literally right at the end of the ski lift. It went away last year because of safety protocols, so that's a big one that's back. That's a big, fan favorite. And then
that'd be worth breaking an ankle for, by the way. I'm not much of a skier. Yeah. I'm a horrible skier, actually, but I would get into a pair of skis just for the chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, well worth it. And another big thing we're seeing come back this year, those big spectator events. Copper Mountain always hosts a lot of these. The Dew Tour is big with all those snowboarders. Also, the Toyota Grand Prix, which is hosted there as well. And it's an Olympic year, so I think a lot of people will get excited about that. Copper Mountain also introducing a new hotel, the Element 29, and new terrain called their Western Territory. So a lot of reasons why these ski resorts are going to have a big year.
And how are prices looking this year? You know, we're talking about inflation and prices kind of going up on just about everything. Is it the same for vacations?
Well, I think if you're looking at those peak periods, so obviously over Christmas break and New Year's, those are big. If you're really looking to kind of get to some of these destinations and save a little money, number one, try to go out there midweek, avoid some of those weekend crowds, get more availability and better prices on flights midweek, and also after New Year's. Once you get into that early to mid-January timeframe is kind of a nice sweet spot to hit some of these destinations as well.
Definitely. And for someone who really isn't an experienced skier, if they do want to go to one of these mountaintop towns and they want to try their hand at it, do they need to come with skis and everything in tow and to make sure that they come well equipped with all the snow suits and all those things, or is that something that they can easily rent when they're there?
Yeah, I mean, one of the great things about all of these ski towns is that if you want to try your hand at this, is that you don't have to own anything, really. You can show up and rent pretty much everything you need. You can stay in some of these properties that are ski in, ski out, literally walk out your door, get your equipment, and get on the lift. Nice. They also have really great group lessons and private lessons, the whole shebang for that. But I would also say that, if you're going with family members that ski and maybe you're not a skier, all of these destinations really cater to non-skiers too. You can get up on the mountain and do snowshoeing, do tubing, lots of fun things to get you outdoors, or stay in town and go shopping and enjoy the fireplace and the spas in some of these great resorts. So they really do cater to everybody, yes.
Janine, you got my number. Chocolate chip cookies, spa, fireplace. I'm good. Any other places that you would recommend maybe for folks that want to get away from the cold? Is there anything that's kind of at the top of your mind that people are traveling to this year?
Well, like I said, beach destinations are really big. International, Mexico and the Caribbean are really the two hot spots there. But if you're looking to avoid some of those beach crowds, I would look to desert destinations, places like Palm Springs, Tucson, Arizona, Santa Fe. Those can be really nice options during this winter season. They're not hot, but they're really mild. nights in the 70s this time of year. So it's kind of a different way to escape and be somewhere warm.
Yeah, absolutely. We were actually experiencing a more mild fall this year here in the South, and so we can just go to the beach over here. But for folks who are those snowbirds wanting to thaw out, that sounds like a really nice destination. Janine Tornatore, thank you so much for your time. It's great to see you again. Happy
You too,
holidays.
my pleasure.
We're back after this.